Well, 2015 is here, but if you're not quite ready to let go of the past year, we've put it in perspective for you. 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris is here with a look at the stories you clicked on most on Wavy.com.
Deanna, 2014 seems like just yesterday, doesn't it? The stories that impacted Hampton Roads and touched our hearts and piqued our curiosity run the gamut, from dogs to alligators, tornadoes, and teachers in trouble. Here's a sort of New Year's countdown of the ones you clicked on most.
At number 10, jobs, specifically civilian jobs at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. 10 on your side reported last month 1,500 are coming available for more than 20 different trade positions. And with an average salary of $55,000, people definitely wanted to know more. Number 9 takes us to Camden County and a high school teacher accused of making racist remarks.
Miss Ramsey had indicated that if she only had 10 days to live, that she would kill all black people.
Cynthia Ramsey was suspended for several days, but ultimately the Board of Education said there was not enough evidence to confirm the accusations against her. Number 8 was an eye-opener. A streaker ran out onto the ODU football field during a nationally televised game. He picked up the football, spiked it in the end zone, and then security tackled him. Prosecutors ended up dropping indecent exposure charges against Kevin Tardif and slapped him with a $50 fine for public intoxication. Number 7 gets serious, with these two men accused of robbing a dozen local banks over 3 years. The FBI says 43-year-old Rory Diggs and 41-year-old John Lewis have known each other since high school. They're spending the new year behind bars. The 6th most clicked on story, a tragedy in Norfolk. An officer, a teenager, and a gunman all killed on a fateful night in May. 29-year-old James Brown was firing a gun at vehicles when 17-year-old Mark Rodriguez was on his way home from a graduation. Brown later shot and killed Officer Brian Jones, who left behind a wife and 3 kids.
He sent me a text message, and he said, "I love you so much, and I really enjoyed dinner with you tonight." And I'm telling you, I'll cherish that text message for the rest of my life.
Another police officer killed the gunman later that night during a struggle. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I'm going to bring you the top 5 clicked on stories of 2014. You can also see them all on Wavy.com. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.
Well, as we move into this new year, 10 on your side decided to take a look back at the stories that made an impact on you the most last year. 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris is here with the most clicked on stories from Wavy.com. Stephanie?
And Deanna, they go from an 800-pound alligator to a deadly tornado. 2014 gave us stories we will not soon forget. At 5, I took you through number 10 through 6. Now, here are your top 5 most clicked on stories from the past year.
At number 5, an 800-pound alligator that became roadkill.
Cheeseburger? What, the alligator?
Lovingly known by its favorite food, folks have been stopping to admire the gator for years.
Cheeseburger met his fate on Highway 64 near, of all places, Alligator River in Dare County. Locals say they'll miss him. Number 4, a frightening tornado at the Virginia Beach oceanfront.
Lounge chairs flying around, building debris from this place right here.
At least 10 people were hurt when the twister tore through in July. Some stores, homes, and a school suffered damage. Number 3, racial tension spills into the streets. About a dozen students walked out of Booker T. Washington High School after an assistant principal retweeted this picture of 7 biracial couples with the caption, "Every white girl's father's worst nightmare."
It really touched me because I could have been any one of the boys in the picture. And I really don't see myself, like I said earlier, as anyone's worst nightmare.
The administrator later apologized in a statement saying she was just passing it on to her daughter, who attended prom with an African-American date. At number 2, the Eastern Shore tornado. 3 people died after the twister hit Cherry Stone Campground in July. A couple from New Jersey and their 13-year-old son were killed. And your number 1 most clicked on story of 2014, this video that sparked an outrage and criticism from people around the country. An Accomack County man says this is proof a PETA worker killed his pet. When the Commonwealth's attorney declared there's not enough evidence to charge the workers, protests began.
And a child's heart broken over the loss of her beloved pet. And it all hangs on the question of criminal intent.
PETA still has never given 10 on your side an explanation or even a call back about those allegations. And there you have them, the top 5 clicked on stories from Wavy.com 2014. If you want to go back and see the others in the top 10 or you want a second look at those, just go to our homepage. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.